Hello friends, welcome to 5 Mantra. My name is Ashok, faculty for reasoning. Please subscribe to our channel 5 Mantra and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the updates from us for your better exam preparation. So this is our next example, fourth one. So what we do? So initially identify the codes for the relations. Let us check. First read out the problem, then identify the relations and their codes. So what are the codes given? So what are the codes given? Minus indicates mother, cross indicates father, and plus indicates daughter. So these are the codes given, and also check the sequence. X to Z, then X is the mother of Z. X cross Z means X is the father of Z. Again the same sequence followed. Then X plus Z in means X is the daughter of Z. So no issue with the sequence. So we can directly straight away whatever the codes we will get, we identify minus to be mother, cross to be father, plus to be daughter. Okay. So we will check here. Now what is asked? If M is related to N as minus, N is related to T as cross, T is related to Q as plus, then which of the following is not true? So you should be careful. As I told you, first read out the problem. So only when you read out the problem you could identify this one. Otherwise, so you will be you will be in a trap that you will be straight away solving this, identifying the obviously one of the options among these will be giving the exact answer for this. Okay, so you will be in a trap. So if you don't read it properly, so straight away it seems easy for you. Straight away you will draw a relationship tree for this, and you will be identifying the answer in this. But you need to identify the keyword also, which is not true. Okay, so obviously one among these five options is not true. So obvious that all the other are true. So once if you apply, even if you apply the shortcuts here, so it would not be sufficient because four among these five are true. So going for shortcuts is not that good idea. So drawing a relationship tree for this kind of problem is good idea. Okay, so we'll draw the relationship tree for this, because in simple way we can draw straight away, we can draw this simple statement. So how is M related to N? We'll start with this. M is related to N as mother, isn't it? M minus in the sense mother. So M is the mother. Obviously the gender is minus, female. M is the mother of N, and N cross T, cross in the sense father, cross father. So N is the father of T. N is the father of, so N is a male. N is father of T. Then coming to next relation, T is plus of Q. T is plus in the sense daughter. So T is daughter of Q. T is daughter of Q. So where can you write this? T is daughter of Q. Already T is, we have identified. N is father of T. So T is daughter of Q. In the sense, T is daughter of Q in the sense, obvious that from these two statements it is obvious that Q and N are a couple. So Q will be the mother of T, and T we have mentioned this N is N cross in the sense father of T, and T plus indicates daughter. So obviously T is a female. T is daughter of Q. So who is the T is already, T's father is N and T is daughter of Q. From these two statements you can understand that N and Q are a couple. Okay, so N and Q are parents of T. So this is the relationship tree based on this statement, isn't it? So try to check the options, the option which is not true based on this relationship tree. Okay, So try to check first one. T is n's daughter. Is it so? N's daughter. It is obvious. So first one is correct. Means we are not identifying the answer here. So first we are checking whether they are true or not. Or else let me put like this. Let me put like this. So this is true. First one is true. Check the next one. N is wife of Q. Is it so? N is wife of Q. Isn't it? N is positive. N is male. You cannot say N is wife. So obviously, by this statement itself, wife, you can say that this is not true. This is not true. So it is obvious that one among these options will be not true. Our answer, we can end our problem here. Here itself we can end the problem because N is not wife of Q, which is evident from this relationship tree we have drawn. So how we have solved? Just drawing this relationship tree we can easily solve this problem. Okay, now check just for practice, try to understand the other options also. So M is mother-in-law of Q. Is it so? It is also correct. I mean, let us put like this. It is also true. Then Q is wife of N. So the other way, N is wife of Q is wrong. So obviously Q is wife of N. So this is also true. Then T is granddaughter of M. It is obvious. N is father of T, whose mother is M. So obviously T is granddaughter of M. So which is also true. So it is obvious now again that N is wife of Q is the uh, not a correct option. I mean, it is the correct answer, but it is not true. Okay, so this is the solution for this. Next, we move ahead with another example. So this is our another example, next example, in which, so we have been speaking about this shortcuts, shortcuts we need to use since this first problem. So it might be useful here now. Okay, try to check. So can you solve by seeing this problem? Just read out the problem by seeing these options. So can you draw this relationship trees for all the options here? So it will take time again. So if you apply these shortcuts again here also, which may reduce the time for solving. Okay, try to identify the shortcuts. So what are the shortcuts we have been speaking of? First identify the gender. First identify the gender. Next, we have to identify the generation. Okay, so identify the gender here. So what is asked here? S is the grand aunt of T. So obviously S should be always a female among all these options. Okay, and also as we have been following a sequence that first we need to read out the problem, then identify the codes for relations. Then cross is for sister, plus is for father, minus is for mother, and also check the sequence here. PQ, PQ. Okay. P plus Q, so P is the father of Q. P minus Q, P is the mother of Q. So no problem with the sequence here. Okay, so directly we can indicate cross is sister, plus is father, minus is mother, isn't it? So based on these coded relations, we need to identify which option is appropriate for S is the grand aunt of T. Okay, so here one thing we can do. So in reverse order, if you you know the relationship tree, how to draw it. So once you draw this relationship tree in another way, like you know how to indicate the grand aunt with respect to some person. Okay, so if you draw a skeleton of that relationship tree, that would also solve the problem. Or else we'll do that anyway, but before that we need to check the shortcuts here. So identify the gender and generation here. Okay. So what is the gender here? Obviously S should be female because she is the grand aunt of T. So rule out, I mean strike off the options which indicate the uh, wrong gender of this S. Okay, try to see here. First one, is it evident here? From this, we have to check this thing. M plus S, plus in the sense M is the father of S. So S could be male or female. So we cannot rule out this. Then identify the second one. Second option is S is plus of T. Plus indicates plus here. Plus means father. So S is the father of T. So straight away this plus is indicating that S is a father, means male. So we can rule out this option. Next, coming to S cross M. Cross indicates sister. So, and here let us put like this, because we cannot identify male or female. Let us put like this. Here in this third option, S cross M means S is sister of M. So obviously female. And again last option also S is female, because cross is given, which is sister. S is female. So what are the options left with? 1, 2, 3, A, C and D. Next, check with the generation. So how many generations uh, difference is there between this S and T? You can easily say that grand aunt could be the sister of your grandfather or your grandmother, isn't it? So how many generation difference are there? How many generations difference is there? There 2 generations. So 2 generations difference. So in whichever option you find the 2 generations gap, that could be the answer, isn't it? So now whatever the leftover options are there, try to identify. So try to check this first option only. So what could be the generation difference here? And also try to cross check with the generation differences in the given codes. So cross indicates sister, which indicates same generation, neutral. Then plus indicates father, so one generation above. Then P is the mother, again one generation above. And not more than one generation difference, the codes are given, isn't it? So whatever the codes you put here will not take you 2 generations straight away if you use 2 codes. So at least 3 codes we need to use. So from this, whatever the codes given and whatever the thing asked here, we can identify that 2 generations above, the difference should be 2 generations, and for that we need to at least use 3 codes. Okay. So first option is not possible again, and third option is also not possible. Only 2 codes are used. Your 2 codes are not sufficient according to the given information. So at least 3 codes we need to use to make the generation difference to be 2 times. I mean the generation difference to be 2. So for that, what is left over? So if at all this is not ruled out, there may be tie between this B and D, but B sign indicates, I mean B option indicates S to be male, so which is not true. So we are left over with the option D. So our answer is D. So this is how, without even constructing the relationship tree also, only using this gender and generation identification, so we can solve this problem. So this is how we solved using these shortcuts by identifying the gender and generation. Let us solve the other way also. Even you find that also simple if you are well versed with this how to basics. I mean how to draw the relationship tree and what are the relations, you know. If you can identify the relations properly, you can easily solve using. So I draw the skeleton for that of this relationship tree. So how is S related to T? As grand aunt. Grand aunt means, so S is a female who could be the sibling of any of your grandparents, that is your uh, grandmother or grandfather. So who could be positive or, I mean male or female. And so where you lie here in this relationship T, I mean where T lies here, at the second generation down. Okay, so somewhere in between you got your mother or your father, mother or your father. So S, so isn't it this this chart, isn't this chart indicating that S is the grand aunt of T, isn't it? So S is the grand aunt of T. So this chart indicates that, and try to identify the appropriate option here indicated with respect to this chart. So go with the first one. So what does it indicate? T cross M is, T is the sister of M. T is the sister of M. So can you see any sister here? No. And one more thing is M is M plus S. M is the father of S. M is the father of S. We don't need any fathers here. Father of S. So those relations doesn't fall in this particular relationship chart. So this can be easily. So our option A, let us rewrite these options here. So option A is not valid according to this relationship tree, isn't it? Now going with this relationship tree, going with this option B, S is father of T. S plus indicates S is father of T. So again here gender issue, isn't it? So S cannot be father, S being a female. So straight away we cannot ignore this option. Then option C, if you see S cross M, S cross, S is the sister of M. So we'll put it like that. Then M plus T. What does plus indicate? Father. So M is father of T. M is father of T. So suppose if you want to put it, tentatively put M here. Okay, if there is a chance that one parent here it is available for T, so M could be her or M could be the father of T. Okay, then how this father is related to S? S is the sister of M. So if you want to place M here, S has to be placed. S has to be placed here. So which cannot make. Who could be? Then that relation just indicate that S is the aunt of T. So this is not possible. So our option C is also not possible here. Then go with the option D. So S is sister of, S cross M means S sister of M. S is the sister of M. Then who is M is plus of R. M is plus means M is father of R. M is father of R. So it is obvious that whatever the skeleton we have drawn earlier, so there is some sister relationship, sibling relationship, so which is clear from this. S is sister of M. We can write here M, and if you place this R, T is already placed, M is already placed now. So this is earlier problems thing. Okay, one is left over, one is empty here. So that R can be, suppose if you put this R there, if I place this R, so is it matching here? S is cross of M, that is S is sister of M. S cross M means S is sister of M, which is matching here. Then M plus R, M father of R. So M could be father of R. So M is father of R. M is a male who is father of R. Then R minus T. R minus T in the sense R is the mother of T. R minus mother of T. R is the mother of T. So R gender is, R is female who is mother of T. Okay. So anyway, we need not worry about the genders, if at all. If you want to draw this, means some if there could be some extension of this question, so this relationship tree will give you the answers for those questions also. Okay. So this relationship tree, whatever the skeleton we are drawing, is matching with this option, isn't it? So our answer will be D. Means it all depends on your practice. Okay, whether you go with this relationship tree or you go with this some shortcuts. Okay, so that all depends on your practice. So let us move ahead with the next problem. So this is our next problem. This is our next example in which we can see the codes and relations are clearly given here. Based on that, we need to solve for this thing. So whatever the statement is asked, that is, which of the following represent S is the niece of T. Okay. So here straight away, as I told you earlier, we need to follow some sequence. That first identify the codes for the relation, then check whether the sequence is followed. I mean P the same sequence as they are coded. Suppose plus is brother, cross is father, minus is sister. So whether the same sequence is followed. P is brother of Q. P falling first, Q, P, Q, then P is the sister of Q. So there is no issue with the sequence also. Then move ahead with our problem. That is, which of the following represent S is the niece of T. So here also, if you could draw some skeleton of this relationship tree and check with this, you can easily identify. And also here we need to sort this answer. I mean we can solve this answer using the shortcuts also. What are the shortcuts again? We will be checking the gender and the generation, isn't it? So first check the gender. So obviously S is the niece of T, so who is a female, and T we cannot identify the gender here. And here you see, so not in a particular order here these options are given. We need to identify uh, what exactly the relation we require between S and T. Okay, only identify that part of these options where we can identify the relation between S and T. Suppose if you see this option A, so we need not solve for the whole thing. Okay, what is the relation between S and T? Only if you solve for this part, it is sufficient. Next, in this part, only this part is sufficient, and in this part, only this part is sufficient, whereas here only this part is sufficient. Try to check initially the gender among whatever the parts we have selected here. So identify the gender of S here. How S is related to M? Suppose M plus, what does it indicate? M is the brother plus M plus indicates brother, so M is the brother of S. So S could be, we cannot identify the gender here straight away, so let us put it like that. Then from this second option, S cross M, cross in the sense S father, cross is father, so S cross M means S is the father of M. It is obvious that it is male, so we can rule out this option, isn't it? Then our option, next option, M cross S, so that is M is the father of S. So probably this is also possible answer. Chance is there. We cannot identify the gender here. So next one, next option, T cross S. Straight away it is relation. They given that T is the father of S. T cross S is indicate T is father of S. It is obvious that if S is the niece of T, what does it indicate? T is the whether uncle or aunt of, it may be paternal or maternal. T could be anything, aunt or uncle, but T cannot be the father. So this option is also invalid. So we need to check with only these two options, isn't it? So now identify the generation here. Identify the generation. So for that, so now move ahead with this the other symbol. So we have identified this relation. M plus is nothing but M is the brother of S. So if you identify the generation here, so same generation here, cross indicates one generation above, and in this problem cross is one generation above and plus is the same generation. So here niece indicates S is one generation below the T. Here also we can see the generation difference. What is the maximum generation? I mean overall generation difference here. Whatever the sister wife the siblings and wife and brother-in-law and sister-in-law, whatever the relations you will get, those are neutral generations. Only the generations above and below we will be counting. So the generation above is only one generation above here, and here in this option also one generation above. So this generation is not solving the problem here. Okay. So what we need to do? So we need to check again. We need to go ahead with this relationship tree skeleton we draw for only this what you call this filtered options now. Okay, so whatever the options left over A and C, and in that particularly only this part, that is T, M and S relations, so we will draw the skeleton for that. Suppose if I draw this T cross M, T cross M in the sense, what does that indicate? T is the father of M. T cross father of M. So T is the father of M. So T is obviously male, and then M plus indicates brother. So M is the brother of S. So M is the brother of S, who is male. So can this will give you? I mean, is this the relation we are looking for? Now what it indicate? T becomes father of S, obviously T becomes father of S, so this option is not valid. So obviously our answer is C. Our answer is C. So that is how you can make out. I mean, you can put this shortcuts. Through these shortcuts we can simplify these options. I mean, we can rule out, we can eliminate some options, and we can directly solve this problem by appropriately putting the shortcuts and also relationship tree together. Okay, so let us as a part of practice, let us see whether how correct is this one. So it is obvious that the other options are eliminated, so answer will be C, but let us check with the relationship tree for this. So only for T till S we will be seeing, because we need relation between T and S, that is S and T. So try to draw the relationship tree for this. So T plus M, T brother of M, plus indicates brother, so T brother of M, T brother of M. Can I write like this? We can draw like this. Then M cross S, cross indicates father, so M is the father of S. M is the father of M is the father of S. M is the father of S. Now try to check this relationship tree. Is it satisfying this condition or not? S is the niece of T, isn't it? S, who is the daughter of M, M's brother is T. So obviously T is uncle of S. Obviously T has a niece S. S is nothing but niece of T. So our option is correct. Okay, this is how we can utilize this shortcuts also in this particular type 3 coded relations. We can use this shortcuts also, and wherever necessary we need to draw this relationship tree, and also we need to go with the combination also. Some options we can eliminate using these basic shortcuts, that is we have to identify the gender and generation. Using that we can eliminate some options. Further options can be eliminated using relationship tree. So we can solve like that. Various models we have seen in this type 3 now in this video. In further videos we will be solving the previous questions. So please stay tuned. I mean, please watch other parts of this particular topic, blood relation, also, to make your practice full. Thank you.